The chemical reaction that we have is sodium phosphate and calcium sulfite react to form calcium phosphate and sodium sulfite. So the first thing that you have to do is create a chemical equation. So you're going to find sodium on your periodic table. Sodium is going to be in the first column over here, and it has a 1+ charge. So you're going to write Na1+, and then you're going to find phosphate, which is going to be on your common polyatomic ion sheet. You're going to find it, and it's going to be over here, and it can be written as PO4 with a 3- charge. PO4, 3-. So what you're going to have to do next is you're going to have to balance this using the crisscross method. So you're going to bring the 3 down over here and the 1 down over here. But since that's just a 1, you just don't write it. So it's going to be Na3PO4. Then the next thing that you have to do is calcium sulfite. So you're going to find calcium on your periodic table. Calcium is going to be over here, second column, so it's going to be a 2+ charge. So you're going to write Ca2+, and you're going to find sulfite on your common polyatomic ion sheet. Sulfite is going to be right here. Oh, where'd it go? Why is it doing that? Sulfite, oh my gosh. Sulfite is SO3 with a 2- charge. And since it's a 2+ and a 2-, they balance out to 0, so this is already balanced. So your reactants for the equation are going to be it's going to be Na3PO4 plus CaSO3, since these just cancel out. Then the next part that you have to do is going to be the products. So you're going to use calcium, and we already found calcium on our periodic table and found that calcium is going to be Ca with a 2+ charge. So you're going to write Ca2+. And phosphate, we've already found that on our polyatomic ion sheet, which is going to be PO4 with a 3- charge. And you are going to use the crisscross method. So you're going to bring the 2 down here and the 3 down here. It's going to be Ca3PO4. Oh, that should be down here. PO4 in quotations or parentheses. And the 2 goes down here. And then the next part that you're going to do is sodium sulfite. We've already found sodium on our periodic table. Sodium we found is Na with a 1+ charge. And we already found sulfite on our polyatomic ion sheet, and it is SO3 with a 2- charge. So we're going to have to use our crisscross method to balance this out. 2 is going to go down here, 1 is going to go down here, but then again, we do not write the 1, so then it's going to be Na2SO3. So those are going to be our products. So these are our reactants, and these are our products. So then we get our unbalanced equation. So it's going to be Na3PO4, that should be down a little bit more, plus CaSO3, arrow, Ca3, in parentheses, PO4, parentheses 2, plus Na2SO3. And then the next thing that we are gonna have to do is we are gonna have to balance this. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up another piece of paper so we have a little bit more room. Okay, I went ahead and added some more paper so that we have some more room to work here, and then I went ahead and I added our unbalanced equation back up here, and I rewrote it down here with spaces for our coefficients for when we balance this out. So I'm going to write each of these on both sides quickly. So Na, PO, that's supposed to be PO4, CaSO3. I'm going to go on, do that on this side as well. This is kind of sloppy. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with PO4, which is a polyatomic ion. So if you look on this side, there's just going to be 1, but if you look on this side, there is 2. So to balance this out, we're going to have to multiply this by 2. Since we're multiplying it by 2 to equal that 2, seen on this side, that 2 is going to be brought down here. But as you can see, this is also affecting our sodium. So there's going to be 3 sodiums on this side, and since we multiplied this section by 2, we also have to multiply this section by 2 since it's a coefficient and goes in front of both of these. So we're going to have to multiply that by 2 to equal 6. And if you look on this side of the equation, our sodium is 2. So we have to multiply that by something to equal 6. 2 times 3 is 6. So that 3 is going to be brought down here so that that equals 6 and is balanced on both sides of the equation. The next thing that we're going to do is our calcium, Ca. If you look on this side of the equation, there's just going to be 1 calcium. If you look on this side of the equation, there is going to be 3. So to multiply calcium to equal 3, it's obviously going to be 3. So that 3 is going to be brought down here. As you can see, this did affect our SO3 on both sides of the equation. But as you can see, SO3 over here, there's just 1. And then over here, you can see that there's also just 1. So when you multiply it by 3, equals 3 on this side and also equals 3 on this side. So you don't have to worry about that. It's already going to be balanced. So our fully balanced equation for sodium phosphate and calcium sulfite react to form calcium phosphate and sodium sulfite, is going to be 2 Na3 PO4 plus 3 CaSO3, our arrow Ca3 PO4 2 plus 3 Na2 SO3. And then the type of reaction for this is going to be double replacement, which is simply because we have AB plus CD. Okay, ignore that. As I was saying, it is going to be a double replacement type of reaction because we have our AB plus CD, and then we have our arrow AD plus CB.